know if you guys can hear me. I am so sorry. YouTube was literally not letting me on my own live, and I don't know why. I'm so sorry, you guys. I hate making people wait. Squinting cat, I'll try to behave, I promise. Terry's gonna try to pop in. She's doing something with her kids at the moment. Um, but she should be here at some point. But I wanted to do this just as another opportunity for like a Q&A type thing. You guys can ask me what you want to ask me. It doesn't matter. I don't care. If I'm not comfortable with something, I'll say so. But um it doesn't have to be about spina bifida or anything like that. I just wanted to say that. But hi, Cement Shoes. Cement Shoes, I have to ask you because of the last time you were here and I kept messing up and calling you by your first name. Do you want me to call you Cement Shoes, Andrew, or Andy? Like, because I feel bad. Hi, Mary Jane. Thank you for being here. I saw your comment last night or yesterday. Sorry, my memory is terrible. But I saw it. I do know that. Doesn't matter, whatever you're comfortable with. You're the best. Thank you. Your memory is bad too. Good. I think we're the same age, so that makes me feel better. Hi, Mel. Thank you for being here. Mary Jane, I'm turning 41 next month, so I definitely feel you. Plus, I have for those that don't know, and I got a message from somebody saying I shouldn't say stuff like for those that don't know because I'm making people feel stupid or something like that when I say that. And I'm like, I'm talking about my health concerns, so why would people know? But anyway, um, I have PRA malformation, hydrocephalus, and spina bifida, and I have seizures due to that, among other things and stuff. So my memory has gotten pretty bad. But just so I know, like, I know there's only a few of you here as always, which is totally fine with me because I feel like I'm talking to my friends, which I am. But I just, I want to make sure everybody's comfortable in here. Um, so I say, like, for those that don't know, if that sounds rude to you guys, please tell me that, because I would never purposely want to be rude. Hi, Island. Thank you for dropping in. You don't think it's rude, Mary Jane. Thank you. I was like, I got that message and I was like, oh my God. I had like a panic attack because I was like, people think I'm being rude. Like, oh my God, I was so upset. And for those that don't know, and I know I'm probably gonna get yelled at for this, but that's okay. Fine. Um, I've had a rough last like 2 months or so. Um, so I mean, I think I look bad today. So if I do, I haven't been sleeping well. I don't feel well and stuff like that. So uh, just ignore that. Chrissy, try not to pay attention to those who are rude. Thank you, Mel. See, I thought it was them being rude and not me. Like, I would never try to offend somebody or like hint at them being stupid, like this person was trying to say. That's not what I meant at all. It's like these people don't know me, and as far as I know, nobody here is a psychic. So I was just the whole reason that I started my channel was to build a supportive community for people like me who may have a chronic illness and stuff like that. So, but like, if you don't know me, you don't know what my illnesses are and stuff. So that's all I meant. That's one of the reasons I deleted my last live was because people like this person told me that I was being rude and everything, and I was like in a really bad mood that day, and I was kind of being bratty about some things, and I regret that very much so. So I deleted it for that reason as well. But what are you gonna do? Yeah, they were rude, very thoughtless comment. Thank you, Mary Jane. I'm glad that people actually agree with me because I was really upset. Like I felt so bad. It's not rude to tell your story. In fact, I think you should repeat it often just in case those in the back can't hear. Thank you, Squinting Cat. That means a lot to me. Because it's like, I mean, yes, I am telling my story, but I want people to know like, there are so many different levels to having spina bifida and the different kinds that it has and stuff like that can affect you in all sorts of different ways and stuff like that. And a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people think that if you have spina bifida, you're automatically in a wheelchair, can't do anything for yourself or anything like that. Uh, and I like my personal self, I take care of myself. I have people clean my apartment for me, but that's I don't have somebody taking care of me personally and stuff, so it's just annoying, and then, like, people don't realize how much it entails with the symptoms and everything like that. So that's why I thought it would be a good thing if I could build a supportive community for those that also have some kind of chronic illness. And that's my main goal here. I do want to get into like talking about true crime and different things like that. Um, but I have to get a much better setup before I do that. Right now, I only have my phone, so you are an inspiration. Oh my God, Squid and Cat, thank you so much. I'm really not. I'm just a girl living her life. Um, I just don't want anyone out there to feel alone. Is all. Some people watch too much Grey's Anatomy. Oh my God, Mary Jane, thank you for saying that. I probably shouldn't be saying this on the internet because I don't want the people in charge of that show to come at me. But so if you know anything about spina bifida, like aside from what I just said, um, there are a lot of people that are born that can't walk. I was not one of them. Fortunately, I walked for most of my life, but then pain got worse because of a situation in my life. Um, and I just started using a wheelchair more because it wouldn't cause as much pain. Um, but Grey's Anatomy, if anybody watches it, so like the person that the show's like written about, Meredith Grey, her and Derek adopted a child that had spina bifida, and she was born, she couldn't walk or anything like that. And then she needed a shunt in her brain, which I also have. That's hydrocephalus. Like I said, I have that. Um, and it helps with that. Hydrocephalus is basically fluid in the brain, and having a shunt is like a catheter that drains it out of your brain. So anyway, so this little girl that they adopted, um they did the search because Derek, I believe he was a neurosurgeon. If I haven't watched that show in years, but I remember some of this story in an episode. Anyway, so the girl had surgery to put a brain surgery to put the shunt in. And then all of a sudden she could walk. That doesn't happen. Like, you can ask any of my doctors, because I even went to my neurosurgeon and I was like, what do you think about this? Because to me, that's BS. And he was like, yeah, I've never seen that in my life. And he's been a doctor for over 30 years. So it was just very odd. You guys are so sweet. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you, Mel. Thank you so much. I'm really not brave, but that's television, not real life. I know it's television, but if you're gonna do a show about like the medical field, you should at least make it realistic, in my opinion. Obviously, everybody can disagree with me. Like, that's totally fine. But just as a person that lives with it and has experienced that type of surgery and stuff like that, like, or anybody, even anybody in the medical field that watches that show, they were probably sitting there laughing at it. Yes, I am. I have something to say about that, but I'm kinda waiting to see if Terry will come on because I wanted to tell her at the same time. I had a very funny conversation with my mother last night, so I wanted to share with everyone. Mary Jane. See, that's what I was thinking. I don't know how the show is now. I don't watch it. Um, but like at the beginning and like the first few seasons I watched. Um, and it was just like, I mean, I wasn't offended by it. I was laughing at the stupidity of it. But there are people out there that have spina bifida that probably saw it and they were probably very offended by it because it's not. And again, I know it's not real. I know it's a TV show. I get it. But I can see why it might be insulting to some people. I have spondylo or happy with bilateral parallel expression. And it means my spine is finished and I have inflammatory arthritis everywhere. I'm so sorry, Mel. Oh my god. That's awful. Most autism depictions on TV really annoy me. I love the fur community though. Yeah, I totally understand that. I grew up as somebody that has autism and now actually my cousin's son, so I don't know. But he has autism as well. And they're just makes me so mad how they are treated. You've lived with the whole thing since 1991. I'm so sorry. I was born in 1983 and I was born with all my health conditions. So I really do understand. And like spina bifida obviously is to do with the spine. So I really do understand what you're going through. Um, I just stinks. And again, for those that don't know, I'm sorry if that offends anybody. Um, I am almost up to 70 surgeries at this point. So it's just, it's a lot. And I hate to hear that other people go through that as well. And cement shoes, I don't, I hope you're still here anyways. But if you are, I know you're going through a lot with your health as well. And I hope you're doing okay because I feel so bad that you're in so much pain all the time. My goodness, that's awful. Honestly, I don't remember like half of them because they were, oh, you're here. Okay, thank you. Uh, what was I gonna say? See, this is my brain. I just forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, Yeah, with the surgeries. Honestly, I don't really remember, like, half of them because I had 30 surgeries, excuse me, jeez. 30 surgeries before I was 5. So, kinda don't remember them. I remember the ones as I got older, obviously, but and again, if anybody wants to ask me any questions, especially those of you that haven't been here yet, uh, arthritis is no fun, and I've had it since I was 3. Holy crap, I didn't know it had been that long. Not that I'm saying you're old. I'm not saying that at all, that came out wrong. I'm just saying I didn't know that you were, like, a toddler when you got arthritis. Um, at 15, I stopped seeing pediatric rheumatologists and started seeing regular ones. Yeah. I have such a great attitude. Thank you, Mel. I try. I have my bad days just like everybody else. Um, I just don't like to put those on the internet. And I know, like, a lot of people want me to. I've been asked, like, to do, like, a day in the life or whatever, but I don't when I'm, like, having a bad day, like, having a lot of pain or sick or anything like that, I don't like people to be around because I don't want people to see me as that, if that makes any sense. I don't know. Oh, and I forgot to mention too, speaking of you guys having arthritis, my dad has rheumatoid arthritis, so I do understand it. And it's not, it's very, very difficult. Hi, Catherine. Oh, thank you, Catherine. You're so sweet. You always try to be here for me, and I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And hopefully, I'll see you tomorrow as well if you're leaving now. Uh, I mean, obviously, you're welcome to stay as long as you want. I'm just saying. Oh, no, thank you. Anytime. You're welcome here anytime. That now that I didn't realize that you had arthritis or anything, but now that I know, I'm even more glad that I invited you because, like keep saying, and I know people are probably sick of hearing it, but that's what I'm doing this for, is for a community to support each other with these kinds of things. Right? It doesn't even really have to be an illness, in my opinion, anyway. Like, somebody could just be going through a hard time and just need support, and that's the type of community that I want to build. I have rheumatoid arthritis and osteoarthritis. According to my results. Good God, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Can I call you Andrew? I'm sorry. Or Andy, doesn't matter. I don't whatever you prefer. I just so weird calling you by your screen name just because and yeah, I know we met this way, but like I've known you for so many years now that I get I don't know. My brain. God love it. Since my body doesn't work properly, I do all I can to keep my mind active and creative. Yes, exactly, Mel. That's I've wanted I don't even know if I should say this because it's a little embarrassing for me, but I've always really loved writing. And everybody keeps telling me I should write a book about my life, which I don't think I'm gonna do because who the hell wants to read a whole book about me? But anyway, um, I've always just really enjoyed writing, but I'm so bad at it. Like, I don't know. I'm just when someone asked me about my health problems, and when I told them what I had, they said I was being depressing and negative and bumming everybody out. I was like, geez, that's happened to me before too. Yep. Actually, that's happened to me on more than one occasion. And both happened to be family members of ex-boyfriends. So, just another reason why I'm single. Oh, hi, Sandy. Thank you so much for popping in. I know you're very, very busy, but I love seeing you here. Thank you so much. Nell's poetry is phenomenal. She could put Hallmark out of business. Oh, wow. I gotta check that out, Mel. I didn't even know. Write something, maybe an essay, let us read it. See, that's my whole thing is letting people read it because I would need an editor because I love seeing you too, Sissy. I hope you're doing well. I was just saying, Sandy, well, I was not just saying, but anyway, I'm actually not feeling well today, but we're gonna power through and do this anyway. Um, it's just been a rough couple of months. Um, one of my best friends that I knew for over 30 years passed away at the end of March, and then I got sick, and I'm having the same problem. I think I've told you before what my issue is, um, with my kidneys and stuff like that. Um, but it's been going on for about 6 weeks now, so I'm getting a little irritated by it, but that's okay. We're gonna power through and we're gonna stay positive. Chrissy, my poetry is currently available on English tests and logical reasoning and for the verbs. Oh wow, that's amazing. I definitely need to check it out. I love poetry, I just can't do it. I'm so sorry. It's okay. It's it's all part of it. Yes, Sandy, staying positive is the key. Hope you don't mind me saying this, Sandy. There's only 5 people here, so, um, Sandy actually has spina bifida as well, so we connected, like, very quickly because of that, and she is a huge support to me because she understands what I go through. So, I just love her to pieces. I call her my sister. I will be starting my own YouTube channel very soon. Oh my gosh, Mel, I can't wait. That's awesome. Most writers have editors. That's true. See, my problem is okay, I have to ask you guys this question because, again, people are thinking that I'm rude. Like, I had mentioned it at one point. I think it was on Twitter. It wasn't on here that I mentioned it, but I mentioned it somewhere. Um, I am on disability, so um, I can't like earn over a certain amount, which is why I'm only doing this as a hobby. Hobby. Wow. Hobby and to build the community, like I said, that really is the reason I'm doing it. And um, but I was thinking about just because, long story short, like I said, I'm not allowed to make over a certain amount, but they said if I wanted to, I could work up to 16 hours a week, which, with the way that my health is, I don't think I'd be able to hold a job even that little amount. But instead of like monetizing, because I don't want to get to the point, not that I mean, I don't have a lot of subscribers, but I don't know if it'll grow over time or not. But if it does, I was afraid of making too much and losing everything that I have to help me get through everything. So I didn't know like if it would be, I mean, according to one person on Twitter, I think it was Twitter, um, it was rude of me to even make the comment, but um, I was wondering, like, should I maybe like for future lives that I do put like my PayPal in it, and just in case, like, I'm not expecting a lot by any means. I don't. You don't even have to donate. I don't care either way, but just like if somebody wanted to donate like a couple of dollars here and there or whatever. Uh, because I'm trying to, and there's a reason for it, and I know it's selfish and everything, and I'm sorry, but being on disability, you hardly make anything, and it's very hard to even make ends meet. Um, and my problem is I'm basically using all my money by paying rent, paying my phone bill, and buying food. But I'm trying to save to get a dog because I got permission to get an emotional support dog because I have seizures and most of them are from when I'm stressed out or upset or something. So I'm really trying to save and it's not working in my favor. But being on disability is a build page kinda, yep, keeps us at a certain financial level. Yeah. To make money on YouTube, you have to have thousands of subscribers and a very active channel. Yeah, that's my other thing too, like, because of my health, and again, like, I'm not saying any of this stuff to try to, like, make people feel sorry for me or anything like that. So if it sounds that way, please let me know and I will try to do better and word it better because I don't want pity or anything like that. Like that's pity actually kind of annoys me if I'm honest. Um, but I'm not because of my illness, I'm not gonna be able to do this, like, on a full-time basis all of the time. Like, of course, when I'm feeling well and stuff like that, I'm more than happy to jump on and do this, but I can't do it all the time. It's just how it is. So, that was my idea, but my only fear in doing well, 2 fears in doing it is people thinking that I'm being selfish and also don't wanna get in trouble because I'm on disability, even though they said I could work up to 16 hours. So they said that I could make a certain amount more, but I can't do that. So it doesn't sound like that. Thank you, Mary Jean. No, I don't see it that way. This is a place where many people can feel safe. Exactly. Thank you, Mel. That's that really means a lot to me because as I said, that's basically my goal for this channel, is for people to support each other, not just support me in any way. I want other people to be supportive as well. So if you guys know anything, I know a couple of you are on disability, but not all of you. But if you know anything, if you think that would be okay to do that, just let me know. This is where my imperfections feel perfectly safe. Thank you, Mel. That's so sweet. Sorry, guys. I hit some button I didn't need to hit. Of course, I'm me. Um, what else can I talk about? What else do you guys want me to talk about? You're on disability, but you don't know anything. I even have like financial money people that handle my financial stuff. I can't math. I can't math either. Um, that's another thing too. I gotta remember. I have a meeting with the state on Monday, and I gotta talk to them about my money situation because it's been one of the biggest stresses. Hi, Deb. No problem that you're late. I was wicked late for my own live. YouTube wouldn't let me on my own live. Jeez, I cannot talk today. I'm sorry. Um, YouTube wasn't letting me on my own live for like 20 minutes. I was so embarrassed. Like, what's going on? You were perfectly on time for lawn lumber. Everyone says that I'm on his time, but I try not to be. I really do. Rob's standard time. Hmm. Rob tries not to be too. Yeah, I know, but he's a lot busier than I am. So when he's late, it's more understandable, in my opinion. Like me not being able to get on my own live stream, that's embarrassing for me to even admit to. I beg to differ. Dealing with chronic pain is freaking full-time job. Oh my god, Renee, hi! Guys, Renee is one of my oldest friends. So behave and be nice. I'm only kidding. I know you will be. But thank you for coming, Renee. This is awesome. Everyone has technical difficulties. It literally, like, it came up and it had a button to press that said go live. And I kept pressing it and it wasn't going live. So I'm like, and then one of the times I thought it did. So I started talking and then it popped up again saying go live. So I'm like, what is happening here? How are you been forever? You look beautiful. Like, oh, you are so sweet, Renee. Thank you. I'm actually feeling very sick today, so I'm just doing a kind of fake it till you make it type thing. You know how I am. Sorry to hear that you don't look sick. My daughter does the same. Yeah, I I, I don't want to get into like, well, I did bring it up on the last live, but a lot of you weren't here for that one, and I deleted it because I didn't like it. But I didn't like what I had said. Nobody else. But um, basically, for a couple months now, every couple of days, I've been throwing up, and sometimes there's blood in it. Not to be graphic, I'm sorry, but that's what's going on. And That doesn't help the fact if you can hear the raspiness in my voice right now. Uh, one of the side effects of the Chiari malformation that I mentioned earlier that I have is that you can lose your voice very often, and I do almost every night, and getting sick does not help that at all. So, that sounds miserable. Ulcers. No, it's a complication with spina bifida. Like I said, like, trust me, people don't wanna hear the details, so, um, I won't gross anybody out, but I will say it's a side effect of it's a reaction from one of the side effects of spina bifida. I should say it that way. Didn't know that was one of the side effects. Yeah, unfortunately. I will say my caseworker and I are trying to find a gastroenterologist. I can't say that word. I don't know what it is. I know a lot of big words because of all my medical history, but I can't say that. My daughter has POTS, EDS, mast cell activation. I have POTS too. That's part of the problem. When I get up, like even if I don't get up quickly, my heart starts racing really bad. Sometimes I pass out and sometimes I get sick. I don't know. Enterologist, maybe. Yes. I hope I just said that right. Yes. Yep. You guys knew what I was talking about. Thank you. I, I hope I said it right because I don't know. Anyway, makes her so dizzy she often faints. Yeah. Happens to me all the time, Deb. I went to a cardiologist. I think it was like right before Christmas, if I remember. Um, because we didn't know if there was something wrong with my heart, like more than POTS syndrome, and I also have a blood clotting disorder as well. So we just wanted to make sure everything was okay with my heart. And they basically just said, no, it's all your health problems that you have. I said, great. I have one of those too, Chrissy. You said it just fine. Thank you, Mel. I watched a lot of medical shows except Grey's. You know what's funny, Mary Jane, about that? It just came to my mind when I read that. My neurologist, he and I have like a really good relationship because I've had him for so long. And he and I are around the same age. He's only like 2 or 3 years older than me. So we have some of the same interest in TV shows and stuff like that. But he said, as for medical shows, how they go, the most realistic one that's ever been on TV was ER, which I thought was really interesting. You do see cardiology for POTS, and they don't do diddly. Yep, I love DR. See, I didn't watch it all that much, and now I regret that because after he told me that it was the most realistic one, I probably probably would have liked it better than the ones that I saw. Although, yes, I see uh House mentioned here. Hi, Chrissy. Oh my god, be a bio girl. Hi. Thank you so much for coming. Aw. You guys are making my day, I swear. Um, what I was gonna say though, when my neurologist told me that the most realistic medical show that was ever made was ER, I was mad at myself for not watching it more. And I saw in the chat that somebody mentioned House. I actually loved House, and I know he could have oh my god, I can't talk today. What is wrong with me? Anyway, I know he could be an ass sometimes, but it actually made me laugh for some reason. I don't know why, but I thought it was funny. I told you I'd be here. Sorry, I'm like, don't worry about being late, bio girl. Seriously, I was about 20 minutes late to my own live because YouTube wouldn't let me in my own live. Yes, I'm still mad about it. I've been ranting about this since I got on. But it was very frustrating. So don't worry about being late because I was too. It was actually a comedy, but not everyone figured that out. That's what I'm saying. Like, those of you that know me, at least pretty well, I use my humor to get through like everything. And I think that's why I liked House. Like some of the stuff that he said, if he said it to me, I probably wouldn't be very happy. But other things, like people that were coming in with like absolutely insane things, and he would say something, I thought it was so funny. Yes, he is, and he's a great musician too. I've heard he is a great musician, but I haven't heard him at all. He always did the most ridiculous things to patients. Yeah, he did. Yes, I was about to say you always use humor the best you could. You have always been that way. Yes, Renee, I try to. Yeah, I mean, I was trying to explain at the beginning of my life when we were talking about this. Um, I do have my bad days where I'm down on myself and I just don't want to deal with anything and stuff like that. I definitely have my days, but I try not to have a lot of them because I'm still here. Nobody thought I would be. So I'm just, I'm grateful for that very much. It's like when I pick up and shake the can with a crowbar. Both humor and joy in one silly machine. Yep, that's me. My sardonic sense of humor is my best friend. Yep, Mel, that sounds about right. I loved Jeeves and Wooster. Really funny. I haven't seen that. I gotta watch it. Does anybody know? Is there? Can you stream ER anywhere? Because I want to like go back and watch so that I know what my doctor was talking about. Because I was telling him he's the one that I told about the whole thing on Grey's Anatomy, how the little little girl was born with spina bifida, and then she has brain surgery, and all of a sudden she could walk when she couldn't before, which does not happen. And my neurologist literally sat there laughing for like 5 minutes. He's like, "You gotta be kidding me." I'm like, "No, you gotta watch it." And he was like, "No, that doesn't happen." I'm like, "I know." Jeeves is a Hugh Laurie show. Oh, I do like Hugh Laurie. I gotta see it. Oh, I also wanted to say this too. I was gonna wait for Terry to see if she can make it. Um, she's doing that woman is absolutely incredible. Like the things that she does, and she's she's at an alpaca farm with her kids. So it's like if you want to take time, like think it just. I was just like, if she is not able to come, that's completely fine because what she's doing is just so great. I'm back. Sorry, my phone rang. Don't worry about it, bio girl. I listened to these and Mr. Brooks. Okay. Anyways, okay. So, a bio girl, I'm glad you're here now because I was going to talk about this. I was going to wait for my best friend, but like I said, I don't know if she's going to be able to make it it's because she's busy with her kids, which is totally understandable. I love her kids and her and everything. So, but I wanted to give an update because even though I deleted my last live, those of you that were there and those of you that have heard me talk about it, which is probably every one of you, I had been searching for a former actor slash singer um, for literally over 30 years now. Dear Chrissy, I have to go, but I'm subscribed to your channel and we'll be here next time. Oodles of love. No problem, Mel. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a good day. Um, anyway, so I had been hunting this guy, and Mary Jane, I know you said you had a crush on him too. Yes, Jamie. Bio girl, I'm glad you remember. Um, Jamie Walters. So again and again, disclaimer, not trying to be rude. When I say, for those of you that don't know, but so when I was 11 and I'm 41 now, so literally 30 years ago, um, I was in the hospital for about 6 months because, well, I got to go home a couple of times, but I had to go right back. Um, I had brain surgery. My brain got infected after the surgery, so I had to go back in the hospital. And then after that, I got pneumonia. So I was in and out of the hospital. I mean, I'm in and out of the hospital all the time. Who are we kidding? But having a brain infection at 11 years old, and I had heard the doctors saying that there's a good chance that she won't make it and stuff like that. And I'm like, you're literally talking about this right outside my door of my hospital room. and I'm 11 years old. I can hear you. Like, hello. But anyway, Jamie Walter's song Hold On came out the same year. And it's basically, if you don't know the song, there are lyrics that say, like, hold on till you feel a little stronger, and then hold on, everything's gonna be all right, and stuff like that. That song literally saved my life. Like, I know people think that I'm being dramatic about it. I know people think it's odd, whatever, but completely understand a hospital life. I was 12 when I got sick. Doctors can be so cold. Bye, girl. That's another reason why I was so glad you were here, because I figured you would understand what I was talking about. Um, Renee gives it's a beautiful song. It is a beautiful song. Believe it or not, it's not even my favorite song by him, but because of the lyrics and everything like that, I listen to it constantly, and his song "How Do You Talk to an Angel," which again people think I'm psycho for, because I was like, well, maybe I'm gonna become an angel. I was 11. I didn't know better than to say that. Um, so I listened to those two songs that whole time, and it was the only thing that would keep me positive, literally. Well, that and people visiting me and stuff like that, obviously. But so for 30 years, I've wanted to thank this man for writing those songs and helping save my life. And people were telling me that I was being creepy and all this stuff because I wanted to find him. But I'm like, he's not in the entertainment industry anymore. So I don't know, like, how to find him. I don't know if he wants to be found. Like, I didn't know any of this stuff. And I was like, also, too, like, if I write to him or anything like that, I didn't know how he would receive it. Like, I didn't know how he would react, if he would be thankful or just think like, I've been away from that world for so long. Why now? But I've been looking for him for this whole time, and I cannot find him. That's how you can tell that I'm not a stalker. I cannot find people for the life of me, even famous people to like write to. I cannot. But anyway, um, Biogirl. That was my next thing. So I know Biogirl probably is the only one in here right now that knows who I'm about to talk about, but Barnaby found him. So those that don't know, Jamie quit the business, the entertainment business, I should say, and he's now a firefighter, paramedic, EMT, whatever you want to call it. Um, and she found the station that he works at, and it's in LA, and she's in LA. So she, yes, she did. I don't know how she did because I've been looking for 30 years, and within like 2 weeks, she messaged me that she found him, or found his work, I should say. So now, uh, having been around for so amount of years, they feel they are forgotten. If you could find him and write him, I guarantee he would be in tears, good tears. Oh, Renee, I don't want to make him cry. But so my question to you guys is, Do I, like, write I was gonna say a letter, but, like, technically, like, a DM or whatever and send it to Barndy and have her go there and let him read it? Or do I do something else? Because I wanna do whatever's the least creepy. I don't want him to think that I'm, like, some weird stalker. I just want to thank him. And, like, somebody had offered before to just, like, tell him that I said that, but to me, like, that I mean, it wouldn't really be coming from me, so I just felt weird about it. Write him, everybody's saying write him. Yeah, I agree with the handwritten thing, I just hope that he can read my writing. Um, I just like, I'm so nervous and I don't know what to say. Cause like, I mean, let's be real, I did think the man was hot, like, there's no reason for me to lie about it. Um, I mean, and if you look him up, he's still not bad looking, like, he looks the same except for he has less hair. He has, like, a shaved head. Um, but other than that, he kinda looks the same than he did 30 years ago. Um, send it to the firehouse. See, that's what I didn't know, like, if I should do that or if I should send it to Barndy because she offered to drop it off. Uh, and I didn't know if, like, I mean, I know that it's wishful thinking and probably wouldn't happen, but I didn't know if maybe if she dropped it off, if he would read it while she was there and then maybe like FaceTime with me just to say hi. I mean, that would be like the best moment of my entire life if that ever happened. But um send it to Barney. Yeah, that's what I was gonna do, but I wanted to check with other people just because I don't want to be weird. I mean, I am weird, but I don't want to like make them feel awkward. Is all because I'm trying to thank the guy. I'm not trying to like insult him or make him feel uncomfortable or anything like that. Honestly, I say do both. That way you have a backup in case it wasn't received. That's what I mean, Renee. Like I don't know how it works. Like, I mean, one of the guys that I grew up with almost my entire life and still talk to today is a fireman. So I should have asked him, but I didn't. And so I don't know like how mail works in that type of place. Like, I'm not saying that like people wouldn't give it to him. I just don't know. He's not going to feel awkward. He's going to be honored. Thank you, Bio Girl. I hope so. I even talked to my mom about it. My mom was like, she teases me about having like celebrity crushes and stuff like that because she's like, you do realize that nothing's gonna happen, right? I'm like, oh my God. Yes, I know a celebrity is not gonna want to date me, but that doesn't mean that I can't say thank you for writing your music. Receiving a real letter he can hold would probably mean a lot. Yeah, that's what, like, that's another reason too. Like, first of all, I have to figure out what the heck to say besides just words, thank you. Um, but that's why I wanted to send it to Barney and she could like hand deliver it just so I can make sure he gets it. Because I mean, I think all of you know, but if you don't, I'm not in California. So Jamie dated a girl from my neighborhood. It was bizarre. He seems really down to earth. Just saying. Yeah, he's originally from here. For those that don't know, I live in Massachusetts. Uh, and he's from a town that's about 45 minutes from me. Um, but I don't think he's been here for a while. Um, but he was engaged to Drew Barrymore. And I mean, obviously everybody can think whatever they want about anybody. I'm not gonna say anything. But the one thing I will say is Drew is probably one of the sweetest celebrities there is. She's not like full of herself and thinking she's better than everybody on the planet. And because, like, it seems even more of a thing nowadays that people think that. Uh, Celebrities think that, I should say. Um, or think that they deserve better treatment. Um, I need to get going. I'm so lucky I finally caught one of your lives. Love you a ton and we'll chat soon again. Thank you so much for coming, Renee. It truly meant the world to me to see you here. Thank you so much. And I will definitely talk to you soon. Drew went through a lot. I loved her as a kid. Mary Jane, exactly. She went through a lot. And honestly, I think that, I mean, it sucks that she went through a lot. I don't wish that upon anybody. But I do think that it's very common for people who have been through a lot to be like the nicest people. Uh, I could be wrong. That just seems to be a common thing. Sorry, my nose is running. Um, but yeah, she was engaged to Jamie Walters for I think for like a year, and it kind of like in this odd way gave me hope that he might be happy to hear from somebody like what I have to say to him because she's so sweet. And so maybe he's a little bit like her and will understand why I'm writing him. Um, but I saw it was really funny too. So I don't always watch the talk show that Drew has now, but I try to catch it when I can. Um, and I was watching an episode. It was a repeat, but it was done a couple of years ago. Um, and she did an interview with, my God, I almost said John Martin. God help me. She did an interview with Tori Spelling and Jenny Garth. And they're in the middle of the interview. And Tori goes, "Oh my God, I forgot about you and my Jamie Walters connection." And Drew literally got up from her seat, kneeled down next to her in front of Tori, grabbed her hand, and was like, "Oh my God, Jamie Walters!" And like screamed it. I was like, I watched this like a couple of days ago, you guys, even though it was like a year or so or longer ago, but whatever. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, and I'm afraid that he's gonna think that I'm weird. Like, I'm not gonna do that. But again, like, no judgment. I love Drew, don't get me wrong. Uh, but it was just so funny at her reaction. I was just like, okay, do we still love this man? Um, and then they were talking about him for a minute, and Tori was like, he was such a good guy. And Jenny was like, he still is. So that gave me a little bit of hope. Because, like, you never know. And I know people are probably going to get mad at me because I'm technically putting myself down or whatever. But you don't, like, with people that you've never met or don't know, whatever, you don't really know how they're going to react to a disabled person and, like, talking about what they've been through or anything like that. Um, so, and then I also didn't want to sound like a stalker because I've been looking for him for 30 years because all I want to do is say thank you. I mean, it would be awesome if he wanted to talk to me and stuff like that. Like, I would be more than happy with that, but I'm not expecting that. I'm getting kicked off YouTube as being stupid. Yeah, it is being stupid. YouTube didn't even let me on my own live. I know I've said that like a million times, but it was stupid. Sorry. Okay. Uh, so, if any of you have any suggestions as to what to write to him, like, or in like the way that I should write it so that I don't sound like a creeper, that would be fabulous because I don't even know where to start. You just want to say thank you and it means a lot to you. Yeah, exactly. Bio girl, thank you. And I know you understand where I'm coming from, which means a lot as well. But I'm sorry that you understand. Um, it's just, and I still to this day, I didn't mention this part, but uh, just tell him you wanted to thank him forever You don't need to tell him you have looked for him for 3 years. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I don't want him to be like, okay, she's creepy. Um, so I was gonna say something like along the lines of I have wanted to say thank you for your music for since I was a kid because this happened to me and during when your song came out and listening to that is what kept me positive and I truly believe saved my life. So I really just wanted to say thank you. Hopefully that doesn't sound creepy, but you guys can let me know obviously. And be real. Like if it does sound creepy, then I won't say it. You won't sound like a creeper. Just speak from the heart and tell him your experience at the hospital and about his 2 songs that got you through your health. That sounds good. He saved your life. Exactly. Thank you guys so much. Um, that's what I was gonna say. Thank you for saying the 2 songs, Bio Girl, because the other part too, ever since then. So I'm sorry, Bio Girl, if you don't know already, because of all the health conditions that I have, and I also have like I have seizures and stuff. I don't have a good memory. Like I can't tell you what happened 5 minutes ago. Stuff like that. So I don't remember whether you were here. Yes, like bio says speak from the heart. Yes, exactly. I just like I needed advice. I should have worded it better and said I needed advice on what not to say. Um, but like I was saying, the 2 songs that saved my life then since then, and even through him quitting the business and everything like that. So, as I said at the beginning, I was 11 when this happened, and I'm gonna be 41 next month. So it's literally 30 years. And um, since that hospital stay, because I made it, I listened to those 2 songs every single time I go in for surgery. I bring in my phone, I listen to it on my phone before I'm taken to the OR. Like, and even some of my surgeons know that I have to do that. Like, and it's not even like a weird, like, I have to do this or I'm gonna die. It's not like that. But I feel like since it got me through something that a lot of people don't make it out of, um, maybe it will bring me luck during my surgeries and stuff. So I still listen to those 2 songs, and I've had almost 70 surgeries at this point, so I'm listening to those 2 songs quite often. I'm still listening, running errands, and going to a memorial service, so can't write in chat. Oh my god, I'm sorry you're going to a memorial. That's terrible, I'm so sorry. Right from the heart, then have friends proofread it. Yeah, I should. That's another reason why I said when I talked about the fact that I love writing, but I suck at it. I need a proofreader for like everything. Good luck charm. It's good to have. Exactly. That's yeah. I should have used those words. Um, so yeah, and like my mom and I had talked about that as well. That I listen to those two songs still every time before I go in. I did manage to cast my phone to the guy's car next to me by accident. So if you had a random guy in a Chrysler tune in, oops. I haven't seen anybody like that, so I don't know. But I don't know. Sorry, guys. I just had to quickly check my text messages. I was kind of hoping that Terry would be able to come in, but doesn't look like it, which is fine. I just have fun when she's with me. Uh, Lincoln Park got me through all of my surgeries, but I can't thank him because he does it. Oh my god, my old girl, I'm so sorry. I remember he passed away. Um, that's awful. But that's another reason too why like I've been looking for Jamie as well. Like not to be morbid, but like I want to be able to thank him before one of us goes. Probably gonna be me before him, but I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not crying. I swear. My allergies are out of control today. I sneezed for like a half an hour this morning. You listen to Linkin Park when you're mad? That's fun. Oh, one thing I will say, and then if Terry is able to join, she can put her input in. But um, so speaking of singers and stuff like that, y'all who have been here before or know me personally or anything like that, um, music basically has been my therapy and what has gotten me through, obviously, like I said, with Jamie and everything like that. Jamie and Gavin DeGraw are my favorite male singers. Um, and I know I've talked about Gavin quite a bit when I've been on here, and I can't remember whether I told the story or not, but I can remember Gavin's gone on like a couple of different tours the last couple of years, and those tours he never did a show in Massachusetts. So I was like, I was really sad. And I know, like, if my health is bad, I wouldn't be able to go anyway or anything like that. But if I was feeling up to it, I would have loved to have been there. So I'm like, what the heck? And then we were talking about, so I mentioned at the beginning that I have a meeting on Monday. And the last one that I have a meeting every quarter. So the last one that I had, I can't remember how it came up, but I was talking about how much I love Gavin and his music and just like his personality because he is one celebrity that I have gotten to spend quite a bit of time with. And he's so sweet. Like the sweetest celebrity you would ever talk to. Um, and he's like that with everybody. It doesn't matter. Uh, but like I said, I can't remember why he came up, but I was talking about him for something, and they were like, "Yeah, you do need to start getting out of your house and doing stuff." Like, I know you say you don't have a lot of friends, and your best friend is busy with her kids, and da 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 da. Da, but you really need to start getting out of your house. And I'm like, well, I'd go see him if he would come here. And I said I even like have put comments on his Instagram posts when he's been in other places and stuff. And I'll be like, come on, come back to Boston, come back to Boston. And I did it on like 3 different posts within the last like year. And I said that, and I'm like, I'm just hoping I convince him. And in front of all the people that were there at the meeting, my mom was there too, and she looks at me and no, she looked at them, excuse me, and said, "No wonder why he won't come to Boston because he knows about her." And I'm like, "Whoa, what's my IG?" My IG is the same as my YouTube, but if you don't know the handle, it's Chrissy Lee 325. Um, so anyway, my mom is savage. She can be savage, yes. The older she gets, the more savage she's become. She used to be like the sweetest person in the world, wouldn't say a rude thing about anybody ever. And now, like the last couple of years, I'm like, whoa, okay. Um, but I love her. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not trying to say like my mom's bad or anything like that. I would never say that. Um, Chrissy Lee 325. Yes, sorry. I'm having trouble talking today. I don't know what my issue is. Uh, anyway, so but they were all looking at her like, "Whoa." Uh, anyway, so the point of me telling you all that, I got a text message on my phone a few days ago, and Gavin is doing a concert in Massachusetts exactly a week after my birthday. So I immediately text Terry, and I was like, "Oh my god, like what?" She's like, "Okay, we're finding a way to get you there." I'm like, "Yes, thank you so much." No, Bio Girl, thank you. I appreciate you wanting to follow me. Yay! I know, like, I had Mary Jane, I think you had heard me talking about there is a Bare Naked Ladies concert on my birthday. When can you get tickets? It's on June 28th, which is exactly a week after my birthday. Um, and I'm gonna try to get tickets if I can find affordable enough ones that are also handicap accessible. So I gotta look into it more. Of course, your family. Oh, I love you, Bio Girl. You're so cute. Um, cute as in sweet. Not. I'm not trying to hit on you if you thought that. Sorry. Because I think I probably could be your mother, so that's why that was a little weird. I apologize. Um, but as I said, so Bare Naked Ladies were doing a concert on my birthday at Fenway, and I really did want to go to that. But knowing that one of my two favorite singers and one that I would love to see live and have seen him live like 9 times. I haven't seen him since like 2009 because of my health and everything. You're older than me? What? Holy crap, girl. You gotta give me some of your secrets. You look amazing. Wow. Um, anyway, so, and again, like, yes, like, as I said, I do listen to Jamie Walters before I go in for surgeries and stuff like that. It's just been something I've done again since I was 11. And Jamie came out with his first album in, I believe, 2003, if I remember correctly, which don't quote me on that because, again, my memory sucks. Your only secret is stress. I feel you, girl. Um, but yeah, I would just, even though Bare Naked Ladies are very, very, very fun live, and I do love their music and everything, but as rude as it sounds, I would choose Gavin every day, all day. So I'm gonna try. I gotta get feeling better than what I am right now. And again, that's the whole thing too. I mentioned about the money and being on disability and stuff like that. Like, actually, I don't even. This is. I'm happy he's coming there. I really hope you can go. Thank you, Mary Jane. Um. So, what was I gonna say? As I was saying earlier, I can't. With my memory, I can't even remember if anybody answered my question. But I had been talking about, even though being on disability, I'm technically allowed to work 16 hours a week, but with my challenges that I specifically have, I can't do that. But I am allowed to make a little bit of extra money, but it has to be under a certain amount. That's not very much. So between wanting to go to this concert for my birthday, and then also too trying to save to get an emotional support dog. I have like no money and stuff. So that's why I was asking before, like, if people thought it would be rude if I just had like my PayPal in the description in future lives and stuff like that. Because I don't want people to feel like they have to give me anything that absolutely nobody has to whatsoever. Um, but if anybody wanted to give like a couple of dollars, like anything helps. And I just don't know how people will take it because, again, people will think, well, you're a single woman. Like, how much money do you really need? And whatever. But I can't work. I work for so long and then my health took a downturn. That's, well, I shouldn't lie. That's not exactly what happened to me, but I was working and I haven't been able to work since 2008 because of my health. Um, but I was working full time and sometimes I was working like 14-hour days and stuff like that. And then I started to get really sick and have like really, really severe kidney issues and stuff like that. And so I was in the hospital a lot. I was in and out like every month. And so I got let go because I wasn't a reliable employee. But that's not what they said to me to my face. They told me that they were downsizing the company employees and stuff like that. Um, but what they didn't take into consideration, I worked with my brother-in-law. So obviously we kept in contact after I was let go. And they hired somebody full time in my position. So I knew. And the week before I got let go, I know this was a very long time ago, and I'm always complaining that I don't have a memory, but I remember this because it was like just not something that somebody should say to one of their employees. A week before they let me go, my manager and my boss called me into the conference room and talked to me and told me I shouldn't be working because I look like I belong in a coffin. So my family and I knew why I was really let go. People don't understand how hard it is when you're a disabled person. It makes me so mad. Some memories will always stay with you. Bye, girl. Yup. It People don't understand, and it's very frustrating. You belong in a what? They said I belonged in a I looked like I belonged in a coffin. That's what they told me. Yeah, I didn't that wasn't my favorite thing someone has ever said to me, I'll just say that. And I'll be honest with you, my my family, even my brother-in-law who still worked for the company at the time, he doesn't anymore, which is why I'm able to talk about it. Um, when my fiance of years left me, he told me that nobody wants to marry a sick girl, and he said it 12 years ago, and I think about it every day. I was told that too by an ex-fiance who was also abusive. So I completely understand, and I'm so sorry. You should have sued them. These deserve to get sued. See, that's what I was getting at, you guys. My family, and like I said, even my brother-in-law, who was still with the company at the time, all wanted me to sue. They were all telling me every single day, "Have you called a lawyer? Have you called a lawyer?" And I did end up calling one. This is why, like, I kinda wish that I met the lawyers that I know now back then, because even though they're not licensed here, they could've, like, at least given me advice. But the lawyer that I called said that I didn't have a case because it wasn't what I was told when I got let go, and I couldn't prove that that was the reason why. So, I don't know. This is another reason why people tell me all the time that I should write a book, because they're like, because like a lot of people think that I make stuff up for like pity and stuff like that. I get accused of that a lot from people who don't know me. Um, but no, these things actually have all happened in my life. I've had a very colorful, colorful life, for lack of a better term. Um, I did so have a case. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, for those of you into true crime and everything, if you've been watching the Karen Reed case the last few weeks, um, Boston is kind of known for being corrupt. And I know lawyers aren't the same as police officers or anything like that, but getting that I answered was just like, what? I love true crime. I'm so happy to hear you say that, because I mentioned it at the beginning, but so if you already heard, I apologize. But I do eventually want to start doing true crime on my channel. It's just that right now, because I have no money, I can't afford like proper equipment to do like a proper live type thing. So that's why right now I just come on and talk to you guys. But if I can get the right equipment, I really want to start doing that, because it's something that I'm really passionate about, especially like missing people. Karen's being set up, and even the judge is in on it. Exactly. See, yeah. So I've been paying more attention to the Chad Daybell case, because I've just been so invested ever since the kids went missing, because even though it makes me sound kind of bad, but whatever. Of course, no question, I did feel bad for Kylie. But JJ being autistic little boy, my heart just broke in pieces when I found out that both of them were no longer here, but especially that little boy. Like, he just had my heart. And so I've been paying more attention to that because I've thought from the very beginning, like literally, I watched the opening statements and I've done like replay on summaries or even like certain witnesses on the stand and stuff like that. And I truly believe that she was set up. I do not think she had anything to do with it. So the Sebastian case is breaking my heart. Yes, that too. I can't even with that one. Like, I hope I don't get in trouble for saying this. I'm sorry, something is not right with the stepfather. I'm just obviously you guys can tell me I'm wrong and disagree or whatever, but I don't trust that man. I don't like that man. Like what Chad and that demon did to her own children is unforgivable. Exactly, Vile Girl. It's disgusting. The stepdad. Yes, the stepdad, not the real dad. I do think that the real dad is a victim in all this and didn't know anything. I really, really do. About Sebastian, I mean, not about Chad and Lori. Um, and I just like how can you not, especially knowing, and again, I'm not trying to say like that disabled people deserve more than anybody else or anything like that. But a teenage boy with autism is missing, and his own parent, like his own mother and stepfather that he lived with, are not even out looking for him at all or anything. Like it, it pisses me off. I'm just gonna say it. I've been following the Dable trial with Danny, but I didn't watch Lori's trial. Okay. No, we're on the same page with Sebastian. Chris is fucking evil. My heart goes out to Seth. Yes, exactly. It's so sad. And then what was the other trial that I was watching? There was something. There's a lot going on right now. I don't know. I can't even. But yeah, I do. Like, I know Bio Girl just said that she loved true crime and stuff, but for those of you still here, would you still come if I were to talk about cases? Mary Jane, that's exactly what I was trying to say. Autistic people are, as you said, hypersensitive. And some of them can run off. I'm not saying I think Sebastian did, but they are hypersensitive and stuff like that. So it's like I just want to look at his stepdad like face to face and be like, how the fuck could you? It's disgusting. I honestly don't even believe Sebastian made it home. I don't either. I d No, 'cause if he did and he made it out the door, I'm pretty sure hopefully I'm not, like, imagining this, but I'm pretty sure that in one of their interviews, they said something about they thought they would have heard the door if he snuck out or something like that. So if he snuck out, why didn't you go after him? Knowing he may I don't know to what extent his autism was or how it affected him personally, but just as a parent, how do you not do I know I'm not a mother, can't have kids, but I always wanted to be a mom. I literally wanted to be a mom when I was, like, 10. Like, it was crazy. Like, I just love kids so much, and it pisses me off when they're mistreated by parents. Because there are so many people out there who can't have kids, who would love to be there and take care of. There would be a cent to try. Yep, that too. I would be a great mom, thank you. I'm working on getting a fur baby. I know it's not the same, but Bio girl, we really are twins. It's a little scary. I prefer animals, I don't really get humans. I can't say I blame you, Mary Jane. Like, some people are not my favorite, but and I also have, like, besides me trying to get a dog or trying to find a way to have enough money to get a dog, um, I do have to say though, like, I I love my best friend's kids as if they were my own. I love those kids so much. Like, I truly love them as if they were my own, and I just, like, they make my life better. Like, they cheer me up when I'm not doing so well, and, like, they'll even text me sometimes and stuff, and it's just the cutest thing. I just love it. Some people are the best, but most people I love to avoid. Yeah, I feel you. Mhm. There are a lot of people I want to avoid too. Oh, this was one thing I was gonna say to Terry too, but oh, no. No, I was gonna say to you guys when she was here, but that's okay. Um, I have a picture on I believe it's on Instagram, if I'm not mistaken, of me with her son, who's her youngest. And I've gotten, like, multiple messages telling me that I have the cutest son, and I'm like, "That's not my child." Like, "Huh?" And I'm like, I don't I mean, it was funny, but at the same time, I was like, "What?" Sorry. I keep checking my texts to make sure it's not her. Um, yeah, anyway. I'm doing ASMR. I love ASMR too, but I could never do it. I laugh too much in order to be able to do something like that. Oh, one thing I did want to say for people that are here, it's okay to laugh doing it. I don't know. Some people, I've seen so many complaints on people's comments and stuff, and I'm just like, if you don't like it, you don't have to watch it. Like, anyway. Um, oh my god, hi Emily. Thank you so much for coming in. That's awesome. I'm so glad to see you. That's okay that you have to go to work and everything, of course. I'm flattered that you even stopped by. Thank you. Now, what the heck was I talking about? See, this things go right on my head. Um, oh, that's what I was gonna say. Um, Thank you, Emily. You're the best. I always love to talk to you so much. Uh, Um, what I was gonna say though, just as a heads up, I know there's not a lot of people in here, but I am planning to do a live on my birthday, which is June 21st. It's a Friday, but I'm gonna do it in the afternoon like I normally do, like I'm doing now. Um, and I would just really, really love if people could celebrate my birthday with me. And I also need ideas as to what people would want to do, what people would want to talk about, what Like, is there anything you think I should do for a birthday stream? Like, if you guys have any suggestions, you can put them in the chat. You can DM me. You can email me. June 21st, I'll mark it on my calendar. Oh my god, I love you, Emily. Thank you so much. You're the best, seriously. Emily is the sweetest. She's the moderator of our friend Paul, reporting live from my sofa. If you're not subscribed to him, go do that if you like true crime, because he tells it, but he's also hilarious while doing so. So, Chrissy is a Sofa Squad OG. I am an OG. I was like, I'm assuming you were there, but I remember like I want to say a few weeks ago. It might have been over a month ago. I don't know. I can't keep track of time. But one of Paul's lives, like within the last couple of months, I guess I'll just say. Um, wait, who did you say this up to? Reporting live from my sofa. Yes, I said reporting live from my sofa. You don't have a channel, right? Because if I've been missing you all this time, I'm gonna feel real bad. But what I was gonna say, on one of Paul's recent lives in the last couple of months, um, he was talking about like getting new subs and no, not an active one. Okay. I just wanted to make sure because you know, if I knew you had a channel, if you did, I would be there. Um, but he said, like, he was talking about getting new subscribers, and then he was talking about, I think this was like a members only thing. Um, so it might have been last month, members only. But he was like picking out people who he's known for a long time, like known for a good amount of time. And he said that he had known you forever, like you were one of the first. Uh, and then he pointed out me and said, I've known you for a while. I'm like, I'm sorry. Thank them. He's very genuine. He really, really is. I did message him, excuse me, I'm having trouble talking. But anyway, um he did he did. No, I did. I messaged him yesterday. I don't know. Last couple of days. Um to let him know that I was going live today, but I had no, like, expectation of him being here because he's very busy, and I didn't know if he was working today. Um, and then I also did give him a heads up about the birthday stream that I wanna do, but I'm not sure if he read it or not. Uh, but Emily, I think it would be so cool if he would come on, don't you? Like, I would be so excited to, like, have him on just because he's so funny and he's so sweet too. So, like, it wouldn't be somebody that I'm bringing on that I would have to, like, worry about what they're gonna say. Because if he says something, it's either sweet or it's funny. So, Emily sounds interesting. He's snarky on crimes, but so compassionate towards the victims. Yes, Mary Jane, Paul and I have been talking for years, and he is just the absolute sweetest. And he even, like, when I say, like, I'm in the hospital or, um, things like that, like, he'll email me or DM me or whatever, say, "I hope you're feeling better, I hope you're home now," and stuff like that. He's so caring, and it's just so nice to see that because it's not very common these days, unfortunately. I'm sure he will if he is around. I'll probably him at Crime Con. Thank you so much, Emily. I wanted to go to Crime Con really, really bad, but I can't afford it right now. And also, like, just with my health and stuff, my doctors weren't very enthusiastic about the thought of me flying. So, Georgia Maria, let's check her out. I don't even know who that is. Wow. Okay. And for those of you that are here from the LawTube community, what do you think the odds are that I could get one of them to come on my birthday? It is pricey, and if you don't have someone with you, I imagine it would be scary. That yes, Emily, that was another thing too. Um, I didn't have anybody that wanted to go, and I can't drive because I have a seizure disorder and I'm in a wheelchair and stuff like that. So I didn't know how I would do it by myself. Um, Paul told me that I would make friends when I got there, and more than likely, people would be willing to help me and stuff. But you, as much as I believe everything that Paul tells me, like, I can never be sure that that would actually happen, and I just don't wanna get stuck somewhere by myself. Oh, Chrissy, that just sucks, sorry. That's okay. It's fine. He's so compassionate, but makes me laugh very hard. Exactly! That's why I love him, Squinting Cat, like, he really, really genuinely cares about people, especially victims. But when it comes to the idiots that do these kind of crimes, um, he is so funny talking about them. Like him talking about Chad Daybell. Oh my god, I was dying laughing at everything. It was so funny. I actually was rewatching. I know this is totally random and it happened like 2 years ago, but I was rewatching his videos on Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. And the way he like calls her out and like not make fun of her, but like is funny about her. Oh my god. I I think I must have rewound one of his videos like 12 times because it was one where he was talking about in the Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard trial that happened a couple of years ago. Um, do you have a roommate? No, I do not. Um, have you seen the Lolly Tolly? It counts the times that Karen Reed prosecutor says, "What if any?" I have not seen that. No, but that would be hilarious. Oh my god, Depp and Heard. Yes, that's what I mean, Emily. Like he was so funny about that. Like, and I know he like kind of made fun of Johnny a little bit too, but he wasn't anywhere near what people would, even more than him, what a lot of people were saying about Amber. And I'm one of them because I have gone through actual real abuse and I don't believe a word that that woman says. But anyway, I was rewatching and he pointed out, well, he is worse than Elaine. Oh God, that's bad. Like real bad. Um, but he was calling her out because for those of you that don't know Paul, aka recording live from my sofa, he has a chihuahua named Roscoe. He's like the channel mascot. He's so adorable. Um, but when it came to the crap on the bed, um, and her trying to say that it was one of her Yorkies that was like 6 pounds, the way he was cracking up and saying that that would never happen. Like I said, I literally rewound that thing. I think it was like 12 times because I was crying tears laughing. It was so funny. I haven't watched any of the Read yet. Too deep in Deva. Emily, that's what I was explaining a little while ago. So I'm in Massachusetts where the Reed trial is happening, but I've been more caught up with the Daybell trial because I've been like with you guys and the rest of us who are following it. for so long now that I want to see it through. And also, too, I saw opening statements and I saw certain witnesses through like recaps and stuff like that. And I did watch a couple of days in court of Karen Reed on like a replay. But I really don't think she did anything. Like, I really am just convinced she did not do anything. So, because I have that in my mind, I just have been paying attention to the Daybell trial. And that's it. I'm trying to watch Daybell and Reed, and I miss a lot. I get trial fatigue. I know there's so much going on all at once. It's crazy. I hear there are a lot of rabbit holes in Reed. There are a ton. And I said this earlier too, but just to say it again, um, Boston is kind of known, unfortunately, because I live here, um, for having corruption in their departments and stuff. So that's another reason why I'm just so over that. Paul's timing is on point. He breaks through with humor when I'm not expecting it, but me, it exactly, Squinty Cat. I completely agree with you on that. Many people say they don't think she did it either. Yeah, there are a lot of us that don't think, and so many were like out front of the court. I don't know if they still do it, but I know at least for like the first couple days that she was in court, there were people from all around here that were standing outside of the courtroom, and a lot of them even had signs saying she was innocent, and everybody was cheering her on as she went in and stuff like that. And I'm like, you don't get like a huge crowd in Massachusetts of people supporting you unless they know you did not do anything. Like, it just doesn't happen. So, rabbit holes and just holes. They have not presented any evidence she's guilty. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I know, like I said, I watched the opening statements and I watched a few people testify and stuff like that, but like, there's nothing. Are you in Boston proper? I used to go to Sturbridge Village with a friend named client. She had some Connecticut State Hospital. Yes, state hospitals were open. um, I'm not in the city of Boston. No, I'm like about an hour from Boston itself. I'm more towards the Cape. I'm not on the Cape, but I'm in that direction. Is there anyone who does good recaps? Read. I can watch. Runkle of the Bailey. That's who I go to. Who I've been going to, or lawyer, but Runkle of the Bailey has been doing almost daily recaps. And I'm usually replay crew because I go to bed really early because I'm me. But I usually watch it on replay. But he's been doing a really good job. And if you don't know him, he's a lawyer in Canada. Uh, but he's been doing so good, and he explains why this doesn't work, why that doesn't work, why this isn't evidence or that's not good evidence and stuff like that. So I've really been enjoying his. Beautiful state, Massachusetts. Eh, I'd rather be in a warmer state, but whatever. Jeff, aka Eagle Face, says, "Oh, I forgot about Jeff. Whoops. Sorry, Jeff. Not that he watches me. I like Runkle. Good. Lori, is great too. Yeah, they're both really good. And I mean, either one of them, they do really good recaps. But, and this is not to insult Lawyer, at all. I love him. I think he's great. Um, yes, Emily D. Baker is live streaming the retrial. So she'll give her input while it's going on. Input, input. See, I can't talk today. I don't know what the heck is wrong. Anyway, um, so, but as I was gonna say, I think Runkle of the Bailey really just takes his time and goes through everything and explains everything. And that's what I like. It's helpful to me because even though I am in Massachusetts, I don't know every single law or anything. So it's it's good to be able to learn. He really is great. Yeah. I hate that he streams so late. I've been so tired and missing his streams. It's not that late here. I think it's been like 8:30 if I'm not mistaken, but I've been going to bed real early because when I don't feel good or when I'm in a lot of pain, I don't sleep very well, so I try to go to bed as early as I can because no matter what time I go to bed, doesn't matter. I always end up waking up in the middle of the night and not going back to sleep. At least lately, anyways. So that's why I haven't been there, and it's very frustrating for me because I want to support him. He's doing a really good job. My uncle isn't hard on the eyes either. Closer to my age than Lawyer, I don't know how old Lawyer, is, but yeah, Runkle is close, very close to my age. Emily, if you didn't know my age, I'll be 41 on my birthday in June. So pretty close. Imagine you had a crush on Runkle and it was so embarrassing. Oh, don't be embarrassed. It's fine. I mean, look at some of the stuff that are sent, like the not stuff, but some of the chats and stuff that are sent to him and Rob. Like, you're not like them. So there's nothing to be embarrassed about. Oh, and speaking of recaps and stuff like that as well, I really, even though the Daybell trial, going back to that, um, I really do enjoy watching Nate Eaton do Courtroom Insider talking about the Daybell trial. I enjoyed it when he did it for Lloyd. Oh my God. I'm sorry, you guys. My brain and my mouth are not connecting apparently. Um, he's been doing Nate Eaton has been doing Courtroom Insider for the Daybell trial, and he did it for Here we go again. Lori's trial, and I enjoyed it then too. He's also another one that is just like very thorough and goes over a lot and gives important details and stuff. I think he does a really, really great job. So if I'm awake, I've been watching that. If not, then I replay that as well in the morning. I did say he's good looking because everyone drooled over Rob, and I was like, Uncle isn't chopped liver, and someone was like, he's married. Oh my God. Just because you say he's cute doesn't. You knew he was married. Like, it's not like you're going to do anything. People can think a married person is cute. It's not like it's if you actually like act on that, that would be wrong. I commented once about having a crush on Edward Wallace on Duty Wrong. You saw it and left the heart and thank you. I was embarrassed too, Mary Jane. I know he's married too. It was all in fun. I mean, I know he's not gonna date me. I mean, if he was single, you don't know, but no, I'm sure Runkle himself and even Mrs. Runkle, I'm sure they didn't take it personal. Mrs. Runkle is great too. Yeah. I mean, I don't know her at all. I don't even know if she's ever been on his channel but just hearing him talking about her and stuff, she seems incredible. Stranger things have happened. Ziggy married Fred Hill from the Summer Wells case. Oh, that's another one, Summer Wells. Oh my God. I don't trust her parents either. I think before you got here, we were talking about different cases and like me with or me and somebody, I don't know if Bio Girl is still here or not, but um, we were talking about Sebastian Rogers. I can speak. Um, but I just, I don't like hearing about kids and stuff like that is so heartbreaking. And I explained earlier as well, I always wanted to be a mom, even when I was a young kid. I couldn't, I looked forward to being a mom and stuff, but then I couldn't. So it just really irritates me that there are people out there that have children and then treat them that way. Like it honestly triggers me. Too much drama, you lurk. I know, poor Sebastian. Hold on, one sec. Sorry about that, guys. Um, it's got to be aggravating to see that when you would do anything to be a parent. Yeah, like I wanted to be a parent so bad, but A, I can't because of my health, and B, I really decided as well that it wouldn't have been good for me because with my health and having to be in and out of the hospital or the ER or doctor's appointments and all that stuff and just being sick at home, stuff like that, like I wouldn't be the mom that I would want to be. And that's not fair to a child. So, okay, guys, Terry is actually on her way in. She just got home. So, would you be able to volunteer somewhere to help children and boys and girls club maybe? I'd have to get my health a little bit more improved in order to do that, but I would love to do something like that. I couldn't be a mom either. I really want animal babies, but I can't afford that. That's what I'm trying to figure out right now, Mary Jane, because as I said, I was approved for an emotional support dog. But like I said, disability does not give a lot, even though I live in Massachusetts, which is like the one of the top most expensive states in America. Um, they don't give you a lot, and I use all my money. It's so sad. I use all my money mostly grocery shopping, and I literally once a day. So I I don't know. Um, But that's why I was saying, like, I would never expect it or anything like that, but I didn't know if I should put, like, my PayPal in the descriptions of my upcoming lives and stuff like that. If anybody wanted to give, like, a couple dollars here and there, it would be totally up to them, obviously. Like, I would never ask for it. But trying to save for a dog and wanting to go to a concert for my birthday, and then even a surgery that they really want me to have, but not covered by insurance and stuff like that. So I thought about doing that, but I didn't want people to think that I was being rude or like entitled, for lack of a better term. Great, Chrissy. Let's see if we can help you out with that. Let Paul know to send me your email. There's agencies that can help. Oh, hold on. Hello.
Are people commenting?
They are. I've been answering questions. Hi.
Hi, Chrissy. Relax.
Hi, Nancy. How are you?
You're live.
Vicky. What?
You're live.
It is.
I saw a
Yeah.
package getting sheared today. Me too. Yeah,
Really?
me too.
Yeah, a whole bunch of them, an alpaca farm.
They were like.
So, for those in the chat that don't know, Terry
Like Chrissy
is my best friend, and those are her children. I didn't. Where's Adri?
Oh, she's right here.
Oh, hi.
Right here.
I didn't see you there.
Yeah, let me see. Wait, so who's Mary Jane? Really, not Sarah? Stop.
Mary Jane is one of my good friends.
So, like, okay.
So, Terry, I've been waiting,
I'm pausing. Why?
and now I forget.
Let's do it. I'll do it. I'll write
They don't want to watch.
That's the show.
There,
They don't want to watch that. They want to look at you. They want. They want to.
there was something that I wanted to say when Terry got here, and now I can't even remember what the heck it is.
Oh,
Hi.
can I hold it for a second, see Chrissy?
Mary Jane.
I've been
Really
having,
not Sarah.
I can't see her. There you go.
I've been
So look, I
having
got my
a,
hair done today.
it's very cute. I love it.
They did like the scrunching.
I
And
was
she
gonna
like
say,
showed me how to section it and
yeah,
scrunch
I was
it
gonna
with the
say, I
product.
haven't seen your curly hair for a while.
I
Yeah.
went to a curly specialist. It actually opened up right next to the shop.
Oh,
Like, so it
wow.
was perfect. And I'm like, you
That
know
is
what? Like, I want like to revive my curls, and that's what she did.
awesome.
Yeah. So I'm happy. I'm definitely happy with the outcome.
Yeah,
Exactly, because
I need my hair
I
done next.
never nurtured them.
You never gave them nectar.
Love the curly. Yeah. Oh, yes, Emily, I know you haven't met Terry. She was on my last live with me.
Cyrus, did you put a comment? Yes.
Okay, stop.
Wait, it's saying. Oh, it doesn't want it to be held sideways.
What was I gonna?
So who sent the two hearts?
So these are people
Emily
that are in
Lota.
the live right now.
Oh wait, like
There,
watching this?
Yeah.
People are
Yeah.
there's only like 3 people here, but they're my friends.
Oh, there are only 3 people.
Okay.
That's a
What the
little
heck?
sad.
No, that's okay. So this is a way that everybody can talk together.
Still sad. Look, it's not going viral. This is my leg. How do you
Terry,
get it?
everybody's complimenting your curls.
Wait, I want to read it. Hey, and look, your taking over everything. Mom, Enzo's taking over. He's doing the small.
You're aliens? Oh gosh.
Okay, stop hijacking the phone.
Ow! Ah! I hardly hit you.
You guys,
Oh.
you need to stop. It's too loud. Now, no more. I'm going. All right, bye, guys. Yes,
So
the joys. All the joys.
we've been talking about a bunch of different random stuff, but I filled them in that somebody found Jamie Walters.
Yeah. Oh my
And
God.
then I
I'm
told
running
them
away.
about the Gavin concert.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think what else. There was something I had talked to my mom, and there was something that I had to tell you, and I wanted to tell you on live just so everybody could laugh with us, but I'm totally blanking.
You'll remember at like midnight and text me.
Yeah, I won't text you that later.
I'm
Just
just like,
my, I mean, as you know, I told you yesterday. So now that Terry's here, she can vouch for me about my memory. I literally, my mother was supposed to come and see me on a couple days ago. I don't even remember what day. Anyway,
mhm.
I called her last night on the phone and I was like, I was supposed to see you and you didn't show up. And now it's like 8:30 at night and I'm really concerned. So I had to call you and make sure you were alive. And my mom was like, "What the hell are you talking about? I was there
Yeah. You
for
told
like
me
a
this,
half
that
an
like she
hour."
was there, right?
And
And you
she's
didn't
like, "And I
remember.
took your laundry to help you with the load." And I was like, "Oh, like I completely forgot about it." And I'm like, "Oh my God, this is getting bad. If I can't even remember my mom coming to my house, like, oh my God, so
Yeah.
embarrassing." And my mom just burst out laughing. She thought it was the funniest thing. Like, that's not funny.
No.
But anyway,
You're getting enough sleep? You're not getting enough sleep, are you?
no,
I know you're
that's why I look like this.
not.
Um, just everything going on and everything. But uh, I really want to remember what it was about my mother that I wanted to tell you, though. Mhm.
It's all right. It's all right.
I did tell her we were going live together today, and she was like, "Well, just make sure that you're on your best behavior because if you lose her, I'm not going to be happy with you." I'm like,
God. I know
she,
you're out to get everybody. You're out to take everybody down.
no, she
Burning
just like,
bridges.
she likes you better than she likes me, and I'm her kid.
Oh my God.
But that's fine, whatever. Wait, what? Oh, bye, Quentin Cat. Thank you for being here. Nice to meet you, Emily. Have a good day. Oh, never mind. Oh, it's Emily leaving. Never mind. Bye, Emily. Thank you for being here. Emily is that I met Emily through Paul that I watch on YouTube. That's always made me
Yeah.
think. So she came.
I didn't even see the chat. I just
That's
saw
fine.
it. Hi guys.
uh, Oh my god, this is really gonna irritate me that I can't think of it. Oh, and then I also wanted to point out, so I put you and I in, well, they call it the thumbnail, but the picture for this live to
Oh yeah.
schedule it. You
Yeah.
have to have like a picture or whatever.
Okay.
They call it a thumbnail on YouTube. I don't know why. But
Okay.
anyway, of course, being me, I picked the picture of you and me outside of the facility I was living in. And
I
I'm
thought that's really
wearing,
what you would do.
I mean, I love that picture.
I do
But
too.
did I really have to wear the same color that I am in that picture?
You are?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I
It's
haven't seen that
coral,
picture
my
in a little
favorite
bit.
color.
Yeah, but yeah, so but it's not like it's the same outfit.
No, it's not the same outfit, but I'm like, really?
You're fine. I've definitely looked at pictures of myself from like I don't know a couple years ago, like because I don't change. Like I have the same clothes, and like it'll be like me in the same thing, and I'm like, oh God, I've had that for that long. Shh, I think I should probably give that away.
The only reason I had to get new clothes was because I didn't fit in anything anymore. But
Yeah, no, I just never go out.
mhm, yeah. So this is your chance, you guys, for anybody who's actually still here to ask Terry if you want to know anything. There's only two
We want
people.
to know. We want to know. Come on.
Exactly. There's only two people here. But I wear the same clothes until they fall apart.
Same.
Yeah,
Yep. Yep.
I try to. We were talk. We were also talking about, so. Well, one thing was the Jamie Walters thing, and I was saying how somebody found him, and they were willing to either like drop off a letter from me or whatever because they live by where he works and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. But I was like, I don't even know what to say because I don't want to sound creepy because I've been looking for him for 30 years.
I mean, you don't gotta come in strong with that, you
I know
know.
that's what everybody was saying, and I was
Ah,
like, I'm not gonna like go and
just
say that.
like like the praise, like
Right.
hey, like thank you so much for being this part of my life. Really,
Mhm.
like through your music, you were able, excuse me, I was able to
Mhm.
get through what I needed to get through.
Right.
That sort of thing. I
That's
that's what you lead with.
yeah. That's what I.
That's
Well,
not creepy.
I was saying like I have wanted to say thank you for so long.
Yeah.
Instead of saying 30 years, like I've just wanted to thank you for so long for your music and then because,
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
yeah. So,
Yeah. Write it out. Like
yeah, I
I
will.
honestly, it helps me to handwrite things. Like I don't know, like I mean, like, if you want to type it, but
Yeah,
I like handwriting things. Like I feel like it's more of a personal connection.
that's
And
exactly what they were telling me that I should handwrite it because
yeah, yeah.
he would
Just that. Do you
appreciate
have a
that.
notebook?
Yes,
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
but I may need you to proofread it because I suck.
I'd be happy to. I'd be happy to. That's fine.
Um,
Um, but there you go. Just start out like that.
yeah. Let's
And just
see.
get your
Okay,
ideas down and rewrite it, because you're always going to have to write a second draft from the first draft, because you're going to want to rearrange it or whatever, say it a
exactly.
different way, say use a synonym, things like that.
Yeah, and then what was the other thing that we were talking about? Oh, right before you came on, we were talking about. So I do have meeting with the state on Monday, but um obviously, since I'm on disability, I don't make a lot of money. And one thing I did not say to the chat earlier, I do get food stamps, but they give me $22 a month.
How is anybody supposed to eat on $22 a month? Why?
Thank you. And I said, like
Is there
I
something
had
else
the
that
conversation.
offsets that? Like, is there some other thing that they give you?
No,
That doesn't
that's
make
it.
any sense. Who
And
can
so
live off of $20? Like,
right.
anybody would
So
be dead.
I had this conversation with my mother, and I'm like, I know I'm only one person, but
No, that
I
doesn't make any
also
sense.
I only eat once a day most of the
But
time.
still, like, that's more than $20. Like, come
Right.
on.
That's
Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like I go through $22 with like not even a
yeah,
full grocery
that
list.
needs to be reassessed. Can you
Yeah,
call them? Can you call them and be like, hey, like, I need you to look at my whole entire file. Like, can you comb through this with me and go over every single section? Tell me what it says. Like, like have them read to you whatever is recorded in the system so that you can be like,
mhm,
oh, whoa, wait a minute, dude. Like, that's not
yeah,
right. Like,
exactly.
maybe
And
they
so
have you like as having an income or something. Like, that's
exactly.
that's the only thing I can think is that like they have it listed that you're working, that you're making an income, so you only need $20 extra a month, like,
Yeah,
which
I don't
obviously we
know
know isn't
because
right. So that's
I'm
what
gonna
I'm
bring it
thinking,
up.
that you
Yeah,
gotta call them, and you gotta like just tell them, look, we need to go through this together. I need to know what you're seeing in the system because it doesn't match up with my needs.
right.
Um, this doesn't make sense.
So I am gonna bring that up on Monday, but the reason why I'm bringing it up now is because I basically I pay my phone bill, my electricity, my rent, and that and groceries. So by the time I'm done, I don't have any money left.
Yeah.
And I've
Yep.
even ended up in the negative before.
Yeah, same.
And so they but they said they're like, well, if you feel up to it, you can work up to 16 hours a week. And I'm like,
Yeah, but that's
I'm
after
never gonna
taxes.
I'm never gonna hold a job. Like
And that
it
after
just
taxes, you're gonna be taking home pennies. Like,
yeah, exactly.
gonna be not even worth it. It's gonna be more effort in everything for you to be doing that than
Mhm.
they're paying you.
Exactly. So my thought was, and this is why I wanted to get your opinion, because obviously you know me better than anybody, and I'm I've never wanted to take advantage because I'm disabled. Like I
No.
don't expect special treatment or anything like that, but at the same time, I need to have money
You have
to
needs. You
do
have
anything.
quality of life,
Exactly. And so because I said,
basic necessity
uh-huh,
needs.
and I said, so even though it's not a necessity, I wanted to go to the concert with you for my birthday.
Yeah.
And then also too, but like more importantly, um, I'm trying to get a dog
Right.
and stuff like that. And like dogs are freaking expensive here. I was like, holy crap.
They are. And
Um,
you also need a dog that's trained. Yeah,
right,
I know.
exactly. But so I thought like maybe not this one, obviously, because it's too late, but going forward when I do my lives, that maybe I could put my PayPal in the description So, like, if people ever wanted to donate a couple of bucks here and there,
Yeah.
they could, but I don't expect anything
Yeah,
or
no, it's just it's just there. Yeah, that's
right.
perfectly fine.
And because they said, like, there's a certain amount that they told me that I can't make more than that
Right.
in a month, but
Which is why they gave you that 16-hour a week
yeah,
cap.
exactly. And it's let me see, hold on. I'm trying to do math in my head, and that's not
I can't.
yeah, so it'd be I would have to get $1,100 in order to even reach
Yeah.
the max number. And I would never expect to do that.
Right. How are you supposed to do that working 16 hours a week? You can't.
Right.
You would never make that. Yeah.
And so, but it gives me like, not leeway, but I can't think of a better word. But like putting my PayPal in, like if anybody wanted to donate a couple dollars here and there, it would be, I mean, anything would help
Yeah.
in the situation I'm in right now.
Yeah.
Because it just, especially with everything that's happened recently and with like people trying to break in here and stuff like that, I just really want the dog because I
Yeah.
think it could calm my anxiety.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They do.
And that, so it's really for, but I was so afraid that people would think that I was like being entitled or looking for handouts because I'm disabled and stuff
And
like
they
that.
said you can have a dog there?
Yeah, because they can't, if it's an emotional support dog, which is what I'm trying to get because most of my seizures, as you know, are caused by stress or anxiety and stuff like that. And they can kind of feel one coming on and they can like try to calm you down and stuff.
Yeah. Right.
Or they can see one coming on and they can like signal you to sit down and stuff like that. And so I just like I'm genuinely not trying to be selfish. If I were to put PayPal on my YouTube, it's genuinely because I want something to help my health.
Yeah. Do they have any apartments in your complex that have like door access? Like, you know what I mean? Like that have their
Yeah,
own door?
like you can
They
get outside.
do? Yeah, like you wouldn't have to go through the whole
I don't
rigmarole.
think anyone in my building does, but I don't know about the other buildings because I know it's only
Because like
been like a
that would make it really easy for, the dog to go in and
mhm,
out. You know what I mean? Like I think the biggest challenge that you face in the apartment that you have right now is getting the dog in and out when it has to go.
exactly. What
Um
about GoFundMe for the dog? Mary Jane, is my lip bleeding
is it? I don't know.
or is
I
that
can
just a
see
shadow?
it.
Okay. I think it
I don't
was just
think
a
so.
shadow. I was like, what the hell? Um, Mary Jane, I don't want to do a GoFundMe for the dog just because it would go into my account. And if I did reach over that number, I would get in trouble. So, and I know that could happen with my PayPal as well, but it's less likely because usually people are donating like a couple of dollars. and stuff. So, like, I just don't want to. I don't want to risk losing what I have because if I have to go back to a facility, I'm done.
Yeah, no, no, no. Um, yeah, no.
Um,
I was
yeah.
just wondering what other like style apartments they had there, if they had any that did have their own access point.
Well, I mean,
If you
they
could
have,
request to be like put on a list for one, you know.
yeah. And I know it hasn't been that long since you've been here, but we have like 3 other buildings open now.
Yeah, 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 right.
And so I don't know what they have access to.
Yeah.
Mm.
It might be worth just looking into to checking out.
Yeah.
Um, because I I think it would be really hard for you in your current spot, like
Hmm.
to make sure that the dog can like get back in, really. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I mean,
On its own, so that like you don't have to like really like go far in and out. You know, like
yeah. Like, you remember Anjali, right? The girl in
Andra
your class
Lee.
in a wheelchair.
Yes, yes. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. No, wait. Who? Wait, who?
Anjali? Anjali.
From high school?
Hmm.
Oh, okay, okay. Yes, 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 yes.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, she and I still talk to this day because we grew up really close. But she has a service dog, and then another friend of mine that's in a wheelchair has a service dog, and they both just take the dog out on a leash, and it
And it's
cooperates,
cool.
and
And
yeah,
it's easy.
yeah, and
Yeah.
doesn't run away or anything like that. So,
Right. What
um,
kind of breeds are they? Do you know?
Anjali has a black lab,
Okay.
and my friend Megan has a Frenchie.
That's a service dog?
Yep. And
Really?
that's why I wanted to get either a Shih Tzu or a Yorkie because
They
I've
can be
grown up with
trained.
them and they're small enough that I would be able to handle.
Right.
And so, like, I had asked them because I had originally, I'm like, what about a pit bull? And everybody was like, no,
Yes. Yes. No.
absolutely not.
Chrissy, I have a pit bull puppy. Have you
I
seen
know
the
you do.
videos? I'm
I know
telling you,
you do.
like, I don't know how to train. I don't know how to train him, but I'm sure pit bulls could be trained.
Yeah, I know that, but like the
But he's gonna
state
be
was like,
big. Like
no.
he's gonna be a big dog.
Yeah, exactly. So they were like not in this small of an apartment. And I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, that I understand.
You can tell he's gonna be big by his paws.
But my mom, like, this was at my last meeting. So we brought it up and I said that and they were like, no, absolutely not. Because we could become liable if like he
Yeah,
knocked you down or
insurance,
anything
whatever,
like that.
yeah.
And then my mom looked at me and was like, do you want the dog to kill you? And I'm like, oh my God.
Oh my god, they're not vicious. This puppy is the most docile puppy like I
Oh,
ever met. He's even calmer than my female dogs. Like he's so calm.
exactly. So I'm like, it's just whatever. But I mean, you met the Shih Tzu that my sister used to have,
Yeah, I did.
and he was my favorite dog of all time. Like, I loved him, and he wasn't trained, but he knew when I was gonna have a seizure and would
He
jump on me.
did.
Yeah,
Wow.
he would jump on my lap and just stare at me. And I'd like look at my mother and be like, what the hell is he doing?
And then you would start to
Have a
feel it
seizure.
coming on.
And I didn't know that I had the seizure, but they told me afterwards.
Wow.
And like, because I would wake up, I don't know whether the seizure caused me to lay down or what, because I don't remember afterwards.
Yeah. You lose control.
Right. But what I do remember is I was laying on my couch and his head was on my chest, laying there just watching me. And I'm like, what the hell? He wasn't trained. So I was like, this is weird. And then another Shih Tzu that my sister had that also passed away. She, when I came home from Florida after leaving my ex, and I had the neck injury and everything like that, I sat on my sister's couch and she jumped up. And this was the first time I had seen my family since I came home.
Yeah.
She jumped up on the couch and she put her head on my shoulder and just licked my neck the entire time, like right where it was fractured. And I was like, what the hell is with these dogs? They're not trained. And I haven't
Yeah.
seen them in over a year.
Wow.
Like it was,
They just know.
yeah. So, and I feel like I would be better with a small dog just
Yeah.
because like my balance issues and all that stuff. Even though I'm in
Yeah.
a wheelchair, I still find my ways to fall out. So,
But
so
a
I
big
think,
dog you could use as leverage to get
yeah,
back
that's
up.
true. Any of the creepers want to try to get in my house.
I know.
Um, anyway, but oh yeah, people laugh about the stories with my mother.
I know.
Um, I really wish I could remember what the heck I wanted to say.
I know you're gonna remember later on.
I
You
know,
will.
and it's gonna piss me off. Hmm, I don't know.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
All right,
Um,
I've been on here for 3 hours, so I
I was
probably
gonna
should
say
go.
I'm gonna get going and like figure out dinner and stuff.
Yeah,
Okay, honey.
so I knew you were gonna forget. I know. I should have said it before I told you guys so that I could tell her. I'm so annoyed.
It's all right.
At least you guys know that I'm not kidding when I say I forget everything.
No, I know.
Like, oh, I'm so irritated.
It's all right. All
Oh,
right. What?
just one last thing.
Yeah.
I didn't remember, but you have to give them an update because I sent you a picture of my dad and Jamie.
Oh, yes, he does look like him, honestly, but he's wearing the exact same flannel too. So that, just aids
It
in the
didn't
fact
help.
that he just looked like a younger version of her dad.
Mhm.
That's the answer. Yeah.
I'm
That's
like,
the
what?
honest truth. He really did. I was like, she's not wrong. I think that's what I texted back. I was like, she is not wrong. It's true.
Mhm. And I
It's
told my
funny.
mom about that as
I
well,
was
and I
like,
remember
I can't
that.
believe they're wearing the same shirt even, and it's like
I
a 20
know.
year difference, or is it 20-year
Uh,
difference?
no, actually, this is the sad part. So Jamie's 54. He'll be 55 8 days before my birthday.
Okay.
And my dad's only 64.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So it makes it even worse.
Hi, Chrissy.
Oh, Vic.
Yeah, they look a lot alike.
So, Mom, can you approve Adrian's request for the game?
Yes, I will. All right. I gotta go. I gotta jump.
All right. I'm going to. So. All right.
All
I'll
right.
see you guys later.
All right. I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
It was good to see you, honey.
You too. Tell them
Bye.
I love them.
I will. Chrissy says
All
she
right.
loves you guys.
Oh, tell her that
Bye, Mary Jane.
do.
She said what? What?
Bye.
Bye, Vic.
Bye.
Bye, honey.
Bye. All right, guys. I'm gonna get going too. I didn't realize I was on here for 3 hours. I'm sorry for talking your head off. But I hope to be here sooner next time. I just gotta, my voice is getting raspy and stuff. So I just gotta feel a little bit better. And then I'll be happy to do more of these more often. So I hope you guys have a great weekend and thank you for being here. And I will see you soon. Bye.